Holistic Earth. Astrology encompasses divinatory practices claiming to unveil information about human affairs and terrestrial events by studying the apparent positions of celestial objects. Different cultures, since at least the 2nd millennium BCE, have practiced forms of astrology rooted in calendrical systems used for predicting seasonal shifts and interpreting celestial cycles as divine communications. One of the oldest astrological systems still in use is Western astrology, with roots traced back to 19th to 17th century BCE Mesopotamia. From there, it spread to ancient Greece, Rome, the Islamic world, and eventually Central and Western Europe. In Western astrology, horoscopes are widely used to explain personality aspects and predict life events based on celestial object positions. Throughout most of its history, astrology held a scholarly status and was intertwined with astronomy, alchemy, meteorology, and medicine. It was prevalent in academic and political circles and referenced in literature by notable figures like Dante Alighieri and William Shakespeare. However, during the Enlightenment, astrology lost its scholarly legitimacy due to challenges on theoretical and experimental grounds. The scientific method, widely adopted in the late 19th century, led to a decline in common belief in astrology in the Western world. In contrast, in India, belief in astrology has persisted for centuries. Various cultures, including the Hindus, Chinese, and Maya, developed intricate systems for predicting terrestrial events based on celestial observations. The Old Babylonian period in Mesopotamia, circa 1800 BCE, saw early instances of astrological practice. The Hellenistic period, following Alexander the Great's conquest of Asia, witnessed the amalgamation of Babylonian and Egyptian astrology in Alexandria, leading to the creation of horoscopic astrology. This system spread to ancient Greece and Rome, where astrology became associated with Chaldean wisdom. After the Islamic scholars' adoption of astrology following the conquest of Alexandria in the 7th century, Hellenistic texts were translated into Arabic and Persian. Arabic texts reached Europe in the 12th century, influencing major astronomers like Tycho Brahe, Johannes Kepler, and Galileo, who practiced as court astrologers. Ancient objections to astrology existed, with figures like Cicero, Carneades, and Sextus Empiricus criticizing its rationality and arguing against the influence of stars on human affairs. The Hellenistic period in Egypt, marked by the founding of Alexandria, played a pivotal role in the development of horoscopic astrology, especially through Ptolemy's Tetrabiblos. In the medieval world, Hindu astrology, based on texts like Bhat Parasara Horosastra, and Islamic astrology gained prominence. The Islamic scholars' translation efforts in the 7th and 8th centuries led to the introduction of Arabic texts into Europe during the 12th century. The Renaissance and early modern periods saw scholars practicing astrology alongside advancements in astronomy. However, with the Enlightenment, intellectual support for astrology waned, leaving only a popular following. Renaissance astrologers, including John Dee and Gerolamo Cardano, were prominent figures, but the distinction between astrology and astronomy remained blurred. In the 19th century, astrology experienced a revival, aligning with a broader resurgence of spiritualism and later New Age philosophy. This revival continued into the 20th century, marked by Carl Jung's psychological astrology concepts. Astrology, defined by advocates as a symbolic language, an art form, a science, and a method of divination, has various cultural systems worldwide, including Hindu and Chinese astrology, each with unique roots and practices.